Yeah, I have no makeup on today, and what I'm going to be doing is getting ready while talking about what it's been like to be a hairstylist and working during the pandemic. It's been crazy. And finally, for once, I have my ring light and a good setup so you guys can see me a lot better. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to talk about what I'm using and what's going on as I get ready. So I'm like multitasking. We'll see how it goes. All right, so first I like to start out with Age-Defying Lotion with an SPF. A little bit of a dab of that guy in there. I love, this is Bella. It's natural, non-toxic, it's really light. The next up I'm gonna use, come on, focus, Peerless BB cream. I found this from an Ipsy bag. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. And I love it because it is so lightweight. It gives really good coverage. And so that's why I'm cocktailing the two together to dilute it down a little bit, because I'm not wanting like full coverage from it, because I'm also gonna have my concealer and my powder full face. So mix these guys up. And then I'm gonna place it where I want it. So, being a hairstylist during this pandemic here in Colorado has been a bit stressful. Well, I shouldn't say a bit, it's been freaking stressful. We got shut down on March 19th, and I knew it was just like a matter of time for us to get shut down, because I was watching all other states and their hairstylists and everybody was getting shut down. And it's crazy. I remember exactly what was going on. Like, it was a snowstorm, and I was so already stressed out because anytime I get a snowstorm, hold on, let me wipe off my hands. Anytime that there's a snowstorm, I hate having to try to figure out how to reschedule. Pause. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. I'm gonna get it wet real quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so beauty blender is wet, and then I'll take a towel, dry it out, and then I'm just gonna bounce. And as I'm bouncing, I'm gonna get back into my conversation. So March 19th, it was a snowy day. Thankfully, everyone showed up. And I had wind that we were shut down, but we weren't too sure if we were shut down. And I work in a studio, so we were like, well, if salons are shut down, they haven't said if studios are shut down yet. So it was kind of like we were all left in limbo. The governor, sneaky, put it into the paperwork that he put in when he shut down the restaurants the day prior. And he said we were closed, but there was no statement made, and so all of us were just left wondering. And then finally, we found it. And I love what I do, but it was so weird to be told that I had to shut down. And I had to go make an announcement on my Instagram and tell everybody. I had to refill myself several times because I just wanted to cry. It was so many emotions. I can't even go there. And so in this whole process, I'm told we're not going back until May 1st. And then I'm like, cool, I'll do house calls. They said we couldn't do house calls, and I was gonna be safe. So I'm put masks on and do all that shindig. Oh no. I go and I buy all this product to make calls to a lot of my close, good clients that I trust and I know, and they wouldn't let me in if they were sick. And pause. Concealer. So I love the e.l.f. 16-hour camo. This stuff is thebomb.com. We're gonna take some of it, and we're gonna go like that, and like that. And then we're gonna put a little bit, and then straight down. My phone got interrupted by grandma calling. Okay, so that's on. Then we're gonna go back to the beauty blender and we're gonna bounce and blend this out. Good grief, I keep having to pause because grandma keeps going. Anyways, so we're gonna bounce this out. Put a little bit on my eye instead of having to use a primer for my eyeshadow. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, so the governor sneaks it in, Dora, who controls my license. They come out after I buy all my color and after I say, yay, I'm gonna do house calls. I'm not gonna let this stop me. I'm gonna conquer, I'm gonna work through this. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's what I thought. So then they announced if anybody were to work or use their license that they would get a $1,000 fine and possibly pull your license. I get it. It's a pandemic, but holy shit. And then I actually had people messaging me saying, hey, I saw you're gonna do house calls. I don't think it's fair that you do that. I don't recommend you do that. And I'll turn you in. Well, first of all, once I was told I couldn't work, I wasn't going to work. I was gonna have to sit my pretty little butt at home and figure this out. So that happens. And then as we're getting closer to the date of reopening, then we get news that, oh, maybe we can open. Hold on, it's Harper. What's up, baby?
Mommy.
What?
Oh, my Louis stopping.
Yeah. Anyways, so we get told we can open up April 27th. And I'm like, yes. And then so I start to book clients again. But Dora hasn't said we can go back. The state has, but not Dora. So they're conflicting each other. We're like, well, what the hell? If I don't go back and they say we are open, am I going to be charged my rent? And how are we handling the rent? I'm not going to even get into that issue on here. That is too much. So they say we can open, but then Dora comes out and say, oh no, you can't open. Don't you open. Your licenses are on a freeze. So then I have to cancel clients again. Oh, that was so fun. I felt so defeated and I was just so done. I have never, ever questioned what I do for a living because I love hair. And in that moment, I was like, I am so done with this. I am so done. So we picked ourselves back up and kept going. And so then I have May 1st as my start date. Oh, Harper again.
I made you a candle.
Oh, thank you. You guys want to see this? She made me the cutest candle. It's like a little bead. It's so cute. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Here you go. Okay, go play.
I'm going to put it on your desk.
Awesome. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, and I love her. Okay. Getting this blended out pretty good. With these beauty blenders, and especially this concealer, you have to have time to blend it out. And I've been wearing masks, so I haven't had time to do all this fun makeup. So anyways, let me get back to it. Actually, gotta stop. We're going to bake. If many of you know what baking is, it's putting powder on, letting it set, help control shine, keeps your makeup lasting longer. So I like Maybelline Fit Me. I use all sorts of makeup. I use high-end, I use drugstore. This one is the best. You get the best bang for your buck. So I'm gonna take it, tap it down, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender. And we're gonna lay it down. So take it, and we're gonna just like pack it like so. And then pack it right underneath my eye. And then we're gonna get more, pack it underneath this eye. So I'm gonna do eyeshadow next. And I always get oily on my forehead. We're gonna put them right through here. And after I do my BB cream, my concealer, and I set, I don't finish my face until my eyes are done because I always get shit everywhere. It's fun. All right, we're baking. And as we're baking, I'm gonna do eyebrows. There's two ways that I like to do it. This is the Jeffree Star eyebrow brush. It's got the cool spool and it has the angle where it can really get in there for you. Or if I'm in a hurry and just wanna make a big old brow, I think this is e.l.f. Yeah, whatever. What are we gonna do? Let's do a refined brow. All right, so then I'm just gonna use Maybelline again, I would have thought. All right, so I'm gonna load it up. This is gonna be tricky because usually I have to be like up close and personal for this. So I'm gonna use my mirror and I'm gonna talk as we're doing this. So then finally we're told, all right, May 1st, we know that's when we're gonna open. But then we run into the issue, We don't have freaking guidelines. We don't have guidelines to follow to keep us safe. Because in my industry, you know, there's a few of us where we can't obey the 6-foot law, you know, social distancing. We can't do that. I gotta be in somebody's face and rubbing their head and making their hair pretty. And they said we would get the guidelines on like May 1st, that afternoon. And I'm like, well, what the freak? Because we're supposed to open. How are we supposed to open when you guys are saying we can open and we don't have guidelines that we have to follow? So then we get our guidelines. And I mean, they're pretty strict, but I'm gonna follow whatever I need to do at this point. If you've ever been laid off or you're not making money, you will do anything you can to just work and do what you can to support your family. So I'm like, fine. I have to wear a face mask? Fine. My client has to wear a face mask? Fine. We have to do temperature checks? Fine. We have to disinfect? Cool, I already do that in between. But the hard part is, how are they expecting us to follow some of the guidelines they threw in there if we can't get our hands on protective wear? Like, thank goodness I started ordering boxes of medical face masks. Okay, first I have to stop. This eyebrow, you guys can see I have like no eyebrows. And usually you like it, like I like to line it up like that with my tear duct. I have like half of that missing right there. So I have to really fill it in. And I'm gonna use the big fluffer to fill in that spot, and then I'll go back to my Jeffrey. So they're wanting us to have all of this stuff. That's cool, but we can't get our hands on half of it. So how are we supposed to open? I'm telling you. And then the other thing I had to deal with, I've never done in my life, is file for unemployment. And when they first said we could file for unemployment, they didn't have it set up for the COVID. I didn't know how to fill it out the first time. I did it completely wrong. And I was thankful that the second time I had some guidance and somebody to help me fill it out so I didn't jack it up. But then it's just like waiting on that. Then I had to deal with my studio, you know. When I'm away, I still have to pay, like, you know. I've been into it before. I charge what I charge because I have to pay for a shit ton of shit, even when I'm not working, even when I'm working. Oh, Harper's back. What's up, Harper?
I made another candle.
Another candle.
No, it's not another candle. It's a fake nail polish that's super tiny.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at her makeup, you guys. Look at this. She did that all on her own. Here, let me lift you up. Lift you up so I can say it. Ooh. And what makeup did you use?
Jeffree Star.
You love Jeffree Star. Okay, let me finish my makeup. Woo! Go play. So it's just been like a headache. If it's not one thing, it's another. And it's just been a very trying time because there was a lot of stuff going on at home that I had to deal with, on top of just like being able to get to work and how was that going to look like? When were we going to go back? And I have little eyes watching me right now. Here she comes again. What's up, baby?
Papa Hop Pop Bee.
She wants her own channel. I should just give it to her. Do you want your own YouTube? Oh my gosh. Okay. You play in here then while I do this, okay? So it's been a very interesting, trying time. I've had so many supportive clients, I don't even know where to start with that. Let's get to eyeshadow. Yes! My favorite. Okay, so we're gonna use the Jeffree Star. What's up, baby?
Can you do my makeup?
You may do your makeup? Yeah, I'll do your makeup after this. What color should I use? I'll let Harper pick them out. We want soft and subtle. I'm not doing crazy eyes today. Really soft.
Can it be like down or down or down?
Oh, that's very bright. How about we do some light browns?
I don't like brown.
But it's for me. It's not for you. I'll do pinks on you. All right. So how are we going to start this out?
You know what brown I want?
What brown?
This cute, pretty brown.
Ooh, I like that one. That's a good idea.
Not these ugly browns.
Okay. So Harper likes Dog Mom. And I'm going to use Honest Truth and 1985 because I was born in 86.
Bunny!
That's your bunny. All right. So we're gonna be using this guy, that one, and that one. And I'm gonna first start with my lightest one. Back and going. Okay.
Look behind your vlog.
Oh my gosh. You're behind me. All right, so now we're gonna put on Honest Truth, the lightest one, with my soft Jeffree Star blending brush. I don't wanna have a big eyeshadow look today. We're gonna do just a soft one. Here. Are you ice skating back there?
Yes, in the bathtub.
Oh my goodness, you are wild.
See, look.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. That'll be entertaining for everybody. All right, and I like to take it almost all the way up to my brow, just all the eyelid and then up. All right.
Well, this is not the slipperiest ice
Do the
skate.
other side. So while I was at home, I really worked on a lot of education, reading books. I am so proud of myself because I'm a runner. I don't know if many of you guys know that. I am a runner. All right, now we're gonna switch these. Which one am I gonna do? All right, this is a little bit more of a tighter brush, so it's gonna pack it in more. And we're gonna reach for, you know, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna do Mr. Diva. This one right here instead of 1985. And this guy I'm gonna put into my crease. So I read books and I'm a runner. That's where I was going. I'm a runner and I finally ran my first half marathon. That was so hard. I never thought I could do it. Like I always wanted to, and it's always been on my list. And I signed up for a virtual one because that's what they're big about. You can hear Harper digging and stuff right now. I signed up for a virtual one, and one day I just went down to my treadmill. I hate running on treadmills. I was not expecting this. And I wanted to see if I could at least run 10 miles. And then once I got 2 hours into it, I realized I was going pretty far. I was doing good. As you can see back in the crease. So my feet, I've never felt them that swollen. They're like swollen little balloons. It was fun. And I did it. I ran it. And then when I got done, I took my shoes off and I was like, there is something wrong with my toenails. I also didn't know that your toenails can fall off. Like a lot of those long distance runners, their toenails fall off. Ugh. So I learned a lot for that. And I finished one full book, which I'm really proud I did because I have a ton of books. And then I had to get in a better mindset. All right, now I'm gonna reach for Dog Mom. Literally gonna use my pinky, put it into here, and I'm gonna put it in this front. After I had Harper, I only took 3 weeks off for maternity leave. So to get my mindset right, I was like, it's my maternity leave I never gave myself. Because I always wish that I'd taken more time off with Harper, and I always tell new expecting moms, like, if you can, take that time. Because you can't get it back, especially if it's the last kid you're having, or even your first one. Like, enjoy that time you have with them. All right, you can kind of some little stuff put in. They're coming along. I always say I'm gonna go for soft and then I go for a little bit stronger. I'm gonna use Channel right now. Just that one, and I'm gonna use this little packer, and I'm gonna just kind of accentuate, and then I'm gonna do underneath the eye area. So, needless to say, this whole pandemic, it was a learning experience in many ways. It was very trying, hard. We had a lot of stuff here go on at home, like I said. And it's kind of too close to stuff to share unless like you're sitting in my chair, I might tell you. But for right now, I'm not. So right now I'm just gonna take this and come right underneath along the eyelash line. So what did all of you guys go through? How was your quarantine? How was your shutdown? The more and more I hear from my clients, a lot of people, it was hit or miss. Some, it didn't even affect them. All right, now I'm gonna go back in with Lynn, just right underneath to blend it out a little bit. How was your time? Like, just hearing about everyone's experiences has been interesting. Like, those of you that can work from home, you know that your offices just aren't gonna go back. You know, they've learned that they can work from home very effectively and efficiently. Do you guys like that? Okay, so let's get back into it. Iconic multi-use powder contouring set. So I got this from Morphe, and we are going to use my little contour brush. Once again, little Jeffree Star. And they have 3 different colors down here. They have a correcting, contouring, and one that darkens. I think we're just gonna go straight into some contouring. So just really, really light. I'm gonna go right into here. And mind you, I still have my baking going on. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna blend those 2 together. And I'm just gonna do little circles. Blend it. Harper is literally in my bathtub right now. Are you playing with toys in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah? A little bit more. And always I like to tap the top because you don't want to go in too hard with it. Just a little light here, because if you do, you could be just trying to blend out everything like crazy. And then once you're having to blend a ton, it just turns into a nightmare. So go soft, layer it on. I really like this because it allows me to do that. Now I'm going to do along the hairline. And right through here. Then we're going to do the jaw because I have no jaw. Right underneath there. Right underneath there. And then I'm going to fan it down a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to contour the nose a little bit. So we're going to take that just really lightly. And go right through here. And now that I'm back working, the first day was very, very interesting, and it was kind of bittersweet because it's like I'm mourning the loss of what it used to be like when I worked pre-pandemic. Like, I compare it to, remember 9/11? Prior to 9/11, we could travel so freely. Like, it was actually enjoyable to travel. And then after 9/11, you know, they had all these new rules and going through security. I always freak out. I've been patted down before just for no damn reason, but they have to. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my big fluffy brush and we're gonna blend all of this baked into here in soft circles. So 9/11, it was such a joy, and then 9/11 happened and like our whole world of traveling changed. So same thing here. Last time I was at work, I didn't have a mask on. I could hug my clients. I love hugging them. I'm very, you know, touch them, hug them, love them. And here I am, my first day back, and I can't even shake their hands. I had to, you know, get rid of all magazines. They can't touch anything. They have to wear a face mask. I have to wear a face mask. Crazy, crazy hand washing. I already do it a lot, and it's gross to those of you that are just now starting to hand wash more and that people have to tell to wash. I have to do temperature checks on everybody that comes in. I have to send them a paragraph of what to expect when they come in. And I'm all for it. I want to keep everyone healthy. And here's the thing too. I'm going to embrace the face mask culture because do you know how often I do get sick from working behind the chair? So now I can just simply tell my clients, hey, if you're sick, we're just going to put one of these bad boys on you and you're going to be good. You know, the other thing I've been having to work with is it's very interesting how you talk about the pandemic. I don't like getting political behind my chair. There's only a select few I'll talk to about it. You know, I gotta wear the mask, and I'm gonna wear the mask, and you guys do too. We're gonna get through it. And I'm not gonna get heavy into that because that's just a freaking political that you're gonna go, oh, sorry, I'm just like talking and not showing. Okay, so now there's this middle one right here. It'll zoom in. It has a green tint to it. So I'm gonna put it underneath the eyes because green gets rid of red. So we're gonna do a little bit underneath here. So yeah, I'm just embracing it. It's just a different work environment. It's kind of sad because I don't have what it was before. I'm hoping, and I know one day we will get back to the way things were. But we have to go through this stuff so the government doesn't shut us down. We have to go through this stuff so we can keep ourselves safe. And regardless of what you believe, if this is a hoax, if this is real, if you're this side, if you're that side, we're all human. Let's get through this together. Let's all support each other. Let's stop being a bunch of D-bags and like just work together for once. And that's been a hard thing because there's so many vast sides of all of this that it's hard to talk. And like my conversations are even more limited in my chair because usually it's like, what are you doing for the weekend? Oh, you know, nothing, just sitting around. Or, you know, talking about news. All that's on the news is the freaking COVID. You know, it's just very like, oh, I'm very strict. Like, I don't feel free like I used to. Let's talk about anything. Okay, so now we are, I'm gonna use this guy next. I love good winged eyeliner. And this one, look at that. So I am gonna have to step away, put this on, because I have to be like so close to that mirror, because your girl is blind. I have to wear glasses. And then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, got the eyeliner on. Who does not love a good winged look? Yes. Good grief. Okay. Let's do a little blush. I'll do blush when I don't.
I love blush.
She loves it. Why do you love it? Because it's your favorite color?
No, it's just because I like putting stuff all over my face.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a Morphe, and it has 3 different colors. Fearless, witty, sexy. I think I'm going to do sexy. Okay. So then I'm going to use my highlighter brush. Put a little bit into this guy. And show you. Come on, focus. So this is the sexy one right here that we're going to use. Just put a little bit here. I love this blush because it's another buildable. I like to layer up. And so I like to do a C around the eye when I'm doing a blush. I was taught this by a really, really talented makeup artist, and it's always done me right. All right, put a little bit more. Let's see, put it right through here, and then we're gonna see. There's some. La 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 la. Yeah, I'm bored. Okay. All right, so then we're gonna do highlighter, of course. Jeffree Star. This one is Princess Cut. It's got a pink tone. Don't mind that you can see the pan. I have a little one that loves this. It's got just like such a pretty shimmer to it. Okay. I love, 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 love highlighter. Okay, so put it in there, tap it, put it right here above the cheekbone to give that high shine and that pop. And then I like to bring it up around. Gorgeous. Okay, I'll do the other side. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm looking like a human being. Now, makeup, I love it because it's just like hair. It's art. I get to really paint and play. I'm not using it because I'm insecure. I'll rock no makeup. It's cool. All right. I have tried so many high-end mascaras, and the only one I have truly liked is Maybelline. Wow, I have more Maybelline than I thought. All right, so Maybelline Mega Plush Volume. All right, so we'll pull out the mirror. And now I'm back to working. I think the hardest part is just like giving myself time between clients. I give kudos to all doctors, all people that wear medical masks all day long. That shit is hard. Like when I'm like 8 hours in and I'm blow drying my last client, girlfriend, I want to rip it off. And as soon as I get out of my building, I rip that shit off and I put it straight into the trash can. Because I just want to breathe. And like, I had a headache for my first week getting used to it. Now I'm learning like I need to go outside and take breaks and do that. My clients, no one's questioned the mask. Everyone's cool with it. As long as they can get their hair done and everyone's safe, that's all that matters, right? Duh. All right, so let me put a little bit more in here. Get this other side. So yeah, like I keep saying, this has been a journey, a learning experience, so many emotions. And like I said, the stuff that we dealt with back here at home, it was just like each day brought something new and exciting. Oh, the funnest thing, Tiger King. Oh my gosh. That was so fun. I mean, forever. All of us that watch Tiger King are going to remember that, and that's what we're going to talk about. I loved it. So funny. Poor guy, he's locked in prison, and all he wanted was fame, and now he gets it, and he can't get it. How ironic. Karma sucks, and it sucks to suck. Don't kill animals like a crazy person, okay? All right. Ah, look at my pretty face. That's how you guys see me when you come into my studio and I'm put together. However, now you only see hair down. So when I go to work, I'm not doing any of this anymore. So it's saving me makeup, so I'll take it. So once again today, I used Jeffree Star, Maybelline, Peerless. Like seriously, you guys, go to their website. Amazing skincare. And then this guy right here, part of my little favorite shopping club, a little gem. So make sure you subscribe and follow me down here, and I hope to keep putting out more content and staying on a regular basis, whatever you want to call it.